I'm looking forward to see what Team Falcons Men have for Game 2.
Man, I did not expect the
drop the beat of
outcome,
the flesh.
knowing that the first 5 minutes it was already 3K gold. But then they managed to prolong the game to 19 minutes. So it shows that Team Falcons, you can't really count them out, even though they were massively behind.
They even
Always
managed
on the
a
way.
6K goal swing, and honestly, both teams made blunders, but for Team Falcons Mena, they definitely were, one step behind Aurora Turkey for the majority of the time, which led to their eventual defeat. But the bans for Game 2 are so much more different, right? We're seeing that Joy, Loyi getting banned out. Of course, Fanny, Matilda, and Zusin still on the board, still on that list of getting banned. Kalea now is a point of consideration, but for Aurora Turkey, who has convincingly beaten the Kalea in Game 1, they might just let Falcons Mena take it again.
Okay, let's see, right? I think if Team Falcons Mena let this Kalea go, will Aurora pick it up and then show up?
I am not the
Or
only one.
will Team Falcons Mena now somehow or later along the line, I think down the line, will they pick up the Hanzo themselves? Just to deny and also bring that power, but it will still be the Kalea.
Still go for the Kalea as we kind of predicted. Though we've seen some great solutions, right? Like this Harif is going to go through again, Harif and Suyo, so big power picks for Aurora Turkey. Sticky Boom's Harif was already a massive headache, but now they essentially just got a free trade with the Suyo because Falcons Mena really wanted Kalea, and they themselves also banned out Joy. So now we're going down the list of available junglers. Alpha, Hanzo, Fredrin is one of it, but I don't think against this it's going to be worth it. So maybe a Hanzo pick?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? If you pick up the Hanzo here, it's still too early. There are counters to it. There are heroes that will make the Hanzo's life hard. So Team Falcons Mena, they're in a bit of a pickle. Instead, they will opt for that Alpha. It's more stable. It's more, it's just more stable. And alongside that, they will pick up the Moskov. So a different play style here. We are seeing a different comp from Team Falcons for Game 2.
It does give them more side lane presence, which was something that they didn't have in Game 1, especially up against, the Tianzi's Hanzo. But with the Moskov, you can be on the other side of the map, most of the time, like what we saw in Game 1 between Papra Supermassive and Influencer Race, you always have a Moskov on that side lane, especially the long lane when you want to contest Lord. Aurora Turkey right now, they can still go for that Jawhead. Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing, that's one of the ways to deal with the Kalea, but even better, the Alpha as well, right? You don't want to be separated. I can catch up to Moskov with the Unstoppable Force if an opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, Apex 47 played a mean Jawhead earlier, and it seems like he is, he's hot with that Jawhead, right? So he doesn't mind around too. On that Jawhead, second phase, I feel like Aurora should target the mid here, right? They have the first pick for that second phase, so they definitely can put pressure on towards Sensei here.
Everlasting.
Banning out the Sicilian first. We don't want that nasty late game raid boss. If this game goes another 19 minutes, that Sicilian will really start to hurt. Probably one of the few heroes that can blow up the Harif like how Harry blows up people.
Yeah, true. A very good ban there. It will be annoying going up against a Moskov and a Sicilian late game, like you mentioned earlier. And with the Hilda ban, okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind the Hilda ban because we saw what the Jawhead X Hilda earlier. It was nasty.
It was too much map presence that even the Kalea herself cannot cover. I do wonder if Falcons Mena is going to consider a Badang. Doesn't seem too bad of an option, right? Like you have decent catch, you have so much chain crowd control. Obviously against a Harry with Purify it wouldn't matter as much, but it does open up avenues to deal with someone like a Jawhead who wants to be in your face.
Your team is
Well, I guess Badang is not coming out. Aurora Turkey heard that.
Yeah, I think Aurora, they caught the stream a little too early there, Husky. And yeah, Husky mentioned the Badang, so let's ban it out now. Team Falcons Mena. Will they commit to another potential EXP ban, or will they shake things up with a mid ban here? But then it could backfire because Sensei has yet to pick up his own hero. Will we see a Lunox here? I think Lunox is playable for Falcons Mena here.
Oh, a Lunox mid.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hope will find a way.
Your team
Even when all
Let's
is
see. They better
forlorn.
Vex first. I mean, Aurora isn't too bad, I guess. They do need a second layer of crowd control to work with the Kalea. I think that's for sure. Falcons Mena don't really have much crowd control. At least from that mage perspective, right? They don't really have the best wave clear aside from the Moskov. You could keep Rosa's hero for last, I think.
Yeah.
Or do you want Dunar's hero?
I didn't
No, okay.
Okay, so they do take the Valentina first. Of course, comfort. Comfort and flexibility.
Anticipating a Lucas pick as well, right? And that EXP, a very good pick, solid pick there. Signature, anticipating pick as well. And now, what will they go for here, right? If you want to go conventional, what are the options left? Without Sicilian, without Chushin and Luoyi, Fermis?
I guess so. Oh,
They want to
really-
gamble their Fermis? Do they want to gamble with damage? Utility or damage here? Because I really like the Lunox if they want to take risks for that damage, but if they want to go utility, I guess the Aurora or the Fermis.
So they go for the
Okay.
Farsa and the Gatot. They triple
Damage.
down on it. Yeah, overload, I guess. Overload Rosa's Valentina. Give way too many choices for the IMU and see what gets picked from the roulette. Though I would, now that there's a Valentina on Aurora Turkey and a Jawhead, I would love to see Rosa going for the Apex 47, ejecting someone into Rosa, and then the Tsunami Slam follow-up to bring the target further back. That would be fun.
Yeah, crowd control, chain crowd control, and for the EXP though, against a Gatot, I don't mind a CC. I actually don't mind a CC here. Though they will not be as tanky, their composition, but they will go for the tanky route, and that is going to be the Barats.
Oh, and that's
Joining
someone you
forces.
don't want to grab. I feel like this is an answer to the Kalea, because I think it's a Kalea XP. I don't feel like you should put Gatot XP at this point. But it's such a smart pick though, because you have this beefy Michu who doesn't really care who is his lane opponent in this current matchup. And then you have a Jawhead roam who wants to be fast, so Falcons Mena have some brainstorming to do before they go in game on who is the roamer.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, right? It is going to be tough. I guess executing it now with the Barats, the Jawhead, and the Valentina. Who is the right target here? Sure, of course, the gold lane, but Valentina is somehow hard to catch.
Yeah. You could easily run a Purify, and now Valentina becomes just like another Harry if you feel it very hard to jump onto her.
Welcome.
See, game number 2, we got Team Falcons Mena on blue side, Aurora Turkey on the red side. This time without Alejandro, the jungle clear speed should be almost the same. Of course, Yimi getting a bit of help early on. We saw how Apex 47 did that fat leash for TNZ, and that's exactly what is happening. But Boro doing the same thing as well for Leafy. Both junglers getting a great head start.
Yeah, it does seem like though Burrow will still rock the Kalea, even though it was tough for him for that first game. But will it change now? It seems like they will quickly go and steal the camp here alongside Suyo also, so it's a fair trade.
It's taking longer than it should be, so forced to use the retribution. Would have loved to save it if you are Leave Me. Boro honestly is, I think, the only that's first bullet already. Koba actually went down, and even uses Purify, but yeah, Boro is the only hero, while Kalea is the only hero that can leash for the jungler at level 1 and not lose a single point of health bar, or of health point.
Yeah, I guess that the lack of information perhaps was Koba aware that TNZ's around hovering that area, and that was a very important first kill as well. Onto the golden bottom side though.
Trying to punish Lunar, will get it. Good response from Team Falcon's Mena and Borrowed, taking out space in the bush. This 3-man gang squad actually can be pretty deadly, and Borrow, Spidey senses tingling. It's either Apex 47 or TNZ. What are they gonna guess? They ended up finding Apex 47, missing the taunt though. So no kills there, but at least it does give Falcon's Mena some control.
TNZ going aggressive. That's a Spirit of Alpha connecting.
1v1 TNZ, I think he got the cam, so he hits level 5. Once more, level advantage to go for the turtle. If Team Falcon's Mena decides to compete for it, Aurora Turkey will have that level advantage just like last game. Lunar also 4, so Daytona's welcome is an option.
Still setting up though. It seems like Aurora, they will take over the taunt.
What's the target they want to go for? They went for 2 separate targets. Both Apex 47 and Luna are chipped down. Rosa steals the feather airstrike. A toss back on the orange Bob, who is still surviving. He is so durable. Daytona's welcome with the gobble up, but it really doesn't matter. And now they find the title strike. TNZ forced away Sensei on the chase, forcing the rest of Aurora Turkey to back off. And Falcon's Mena wins their first early game fight and takes the turtle.
Wow, a different story here, ladies and gentlemen, for game 2. Team Falcon's Mena, they were the ones who were more decisive, right? Aurora, they kind of forced that fight, right? TNZ was not in position. Koba, though,
He did.
that's a solo kill.
Solo kill by Sigiboom. He really wanted to get that wave and he got nothing. Apex 27 though, overextended, eats the RKO and punished by Sensei.
Oh no, out of nowhere as well. Under the turret. A slight miscalculation there from Apex. Turkey, Aurora Turkey, they are actually getting outplayed here, despite them winning on economy.
Some unforced errors here and there. Leave Me finding TNZ, crowd control to oblivion, and Leave Me finds that kill.
Another kill for Team Falcons there. And now the gold lead has shifted. Now they are filling up 5 members in the mid.
Apex 47 forced to back off. You don't really have the luxury like game 1, especially without the support of a Hilda, right? Boras doesn't do exactly the same thing as that Hilda, so the pace does slow down a little bit, and that pressure spills over to Sigiboom. The rest of Aurora Turkey needs to defend him. They found Lunar again. He's being brought back. SOD gets used, stolen feather edge, right? And still, they lost Lunar. Rosa trying to help Vimy, wants to get away. Terrified, gets clipped by the synchro fission by Sigiboom. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. Sigiboom still wants more, but won't be able to find much. Boro gets away. Koba knocks him back.
Yeah, good recovery from the side of Team Falcons. Sure, they got Lunar, but yeah, Leave Me, it's unfortunate. Right there, he got caught. Technically, it's a win for Aurora, and yeah, it's back to even game, I feel like. Koba needs to be careful here. He got solo killed earlier. He doesn't want another solo kill happening top lane.
Oh yeah. I think right now, if you are Falcon's Mena, see if they can get that. Rosa is forced back, so he won't be part of the fight, which is good. Orange Bob on the Sigiboom already. Turtle down low. This one secured by TNZ. Rosa rejoins the fight. Daytona's welcome. He gets grabbed away, kidnapped once more. This dinosaur really sent back to the prehistoric era as he goes down. Aurora Turkey finds the objective but loses one.
Yeah, not a fun game here for Lunar. 0-4-1 so far. Though TNZ, yeah, tight angle for that retribution, but he still got it. He still come to clutch with it. And both teams now slowing down the tempo. And Koba is already playing the pressure, the far lane pressure. They're taking down the first turret in the game.
It's definitely a different side of Falcon's Mena that we are seeing here, folks. But still, no goal advantage for either side, which is good news for them. Better airstrike once more stolen. Sensei barely gets out. Orange Bob misses the AOG, but really doesn't matter. In fact, the stun was enough to keep Aurora Turkey away. SOD top misses Sticky Boom, so it's going to be the walk of shame back to the top side. Lunar will get the Guardian helmet.
Yeah, good response. Oh, leaving.
Tossed up, stunned up, just out of position in his own jungle.
That's a good setup there by Aurora. And for now, they are still able to defend their mid. But again, I want to mention Apex 47, right? And this Jawhead presence. You need to be careful entering bushes, right? Because on a Jawhead, his bush control is amazing.
Idol Slam, Tsunami Slam, everything used by Apex 47. He distanced himself with the ultimate. Taunted up, but the damage from these two tanks pretty much enough to take out Apex 47. Instant conceal. Tianzi sees that though. He's gonna try and call for the retreat. Orange Bomb misses the ult, but gets in range for the taunt onto Luna. Sticky Boom from the side now. Falcons Mena really knees deep in this fight. Tianzi, can he find the stun from Blazers? No available target, so Tianzi is gonna hold back on that Borrow. Gone on. Terrified, doesn't connect. Borrow disengages.
Well, it seems like the early minutes is even Stevens, but entering the mid game, Aurora, they have more grounds here. It's gonna be Orange Ball.
Trying to survive with the passive, but the Terrified breaks that. So he will go down. So that's 2 turtles for Aurora Turkey and 1 for Falcons Mena.
Can they defend though?
Continue to amp up the pressure, trying to save the jungler. Lunar actually will end up getting dragged underneath the turret and he will fall. So still some punish by Team Falcons Mena, but Aurora Turkey, they are consistently amping up the pressure. They want this tier 1 Falcons Mena. I think you give it away. That defense was not worth it. All of them will go down and Aurora Turkey has found the cracks.
Yeah, take a look at the alley-oop, right? That assist. He tossed Rosa and he stunned 2 members of Team Falcons Mena. And Aurora was able to deliver the damage. It was a comfortable early game for both teams, but now it seems like Aurora, they are leading 5,000 gold here, 8 minutes in. And you can see it translates to the equipment, of course. Rosa having 2 items already in hand with the Enchanted Talisman and the Glowing one that can impact the game. If you take a look at Siggy Boom, he is 2k gold ahead from Moscow. That's not a good sign.
In game 1, he was dominating his lane opponent. And just like that, Falcons Mena have starting to be lost control of the game. They will try to Siggy Boom caught out, and that is an important kill. SOD connects. Is he gonna take it though? Seems like Koba will hold off on that thought. Don't need to be too hasty. Siggy Boom is enough.
Yeah, I mean, they need to stabilize as well. They got the shutdown and they got the Purify as well. So that's info, important info for Team Falcons, knowing that the 10 seconds, the Lord is up.
Good scouting from Orange Bob. Might have to sacrifice himself. Stolen AOG gets nothing. He's welcome eating Orange Bob. He's surviving longer than he should have been, and that allows the rest of Team Falcons to join the fight. And now Tianzi is caught, kidnapped by Borrow, and Falcons Mena getting the last laugh in that fight.
The reinforcements come into clutch, and they got the jungler.
Still want to fight, it's not over yet. Rosa in deep of it. Of course, Borrow will be separated from the rest of his team, trying to buy time, but Siggy Boom finds the opening again. Leave Me will go down as Siggy Boom pops off. Meanwhile, Borrow will be chased down by the rest of Aurora Turkey. It is a scattered fight.
Yeah, Borrow will go down in his own terms in the bottom side of the map there. But that will be 5v3 in the Lord for Aurora. And Siggy, ladies and gentlemen, he got the Holy Crystal.
I think Falcons Mena just let this go. It's not worth it, people. It's not worth it. Just back off and play defense. This contest is already done and dusted. Lord for Aurora Turkey. Team Falcons Mena now having to play from the back foot. They did push it away bottom side, so it will stagger the advancements a little bit, but it's all about holding on to your inhibitors.
Oh, this is not looking good here. Team Falcons are not in good shape. It was 5,000 gold though earlier on. Now it's 4. Will Aurora take more. Of course, they will take the turrets here. I think all the tier 2s should go down. Perhaps they will defend the mid, but the top and bot surely is a bye-bye for Team Falcons. And yeah, Aurora, they're taking it patiently here. Lord will be taken care of in the top side of the map.
Well done, team.
And Aurora, they will not be hasty for now.
As long as they keep that inhibitor, it will be good. Once more, Siggy Boom gets jumped on. Purify, trying to get away. They want to make sure that they confirm the kill, but Siggy Boom gets down still.
Oh!
The onslaught continues for Team Falcons Mena. The piercing damage from the Moskov is there. They find a kidnap, Tsunami Slam, TNZ, Blazer to the back. Borrow, not able to kill him off, but Sensei will finish the job. Closer than it should be. Falcons Mena clutching it out in the end.
Oh my goodness. What an exchange there in that mid. Now Aurora, though, they have enough firepower because Siggy Boom is still up and running. Tier 2 in the bottom side will go down, and they will defend that mid tier 2. So it is as predicted, and Aurora, they will not be greedy because, yeah, TNZ was their collateral.
All things considered, though, TNZ almost made the play of the series with this Blazers, right? He joins the fight, he gets kidnapped by the Tsunami Slam, and then this Blazers, whoo, almost slicing through both Sensei and Boro.
Yeah, what a read there, but oh, Sensei!
He just got caught out of position. That's not good news at all. Boro, he can't really withstand the damage of Siggy Boom, who is just dancing around them. Koba now needs help. Orange Bob will come in. Uh-oh. Simon Force runs out. Siggy Boom still gets away with his life. Dives to the passive of Koba. And Orange Bob, the only person left alive.
Oh no, they can end. They have enough minions and 5 seconds for Sensei. Do they have enough time?
Maybe not enough to end the game, but definitely enough to break an inhibitor. Orange Bob escaping was honestly blessing in disguise. Sensei back alive. Of course, without Sensei in the previous fight, it was essentially over for Team Falcons Mena. They still were able to salvage some of the pieces by killing off Siggy Boom, which would have been the endgame condition for Aurora.
Yeah, and perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, you just tuned in. The early game, it was Aurora having, I guess it was more even, but in the mid game,
Well done,
it's Aurora. Now they got the
Oh.
conceal.
Siggy Boom, what was that? Why would you go in that direction? Now Siggy Boom is dead. Orange Bob misses the AOG. They get the kidnap. They do us welcome to the back line. They're underneath the tier 1. The turret doing mad work. But Falcons Mena will full set either way. Orange Bob knows he's dead. The tier 1 is the hidden hero for Aurora Turkey in that fight because it could have gone 10 times worse still. 2 for 2.
Impeccable call from Team Falcons, right? They saw that I think Siggy Boom's in the mid. They have an idea where Siggy Boom is. Pops the conceal, got the position, and Siggy Boom, perhaps some slight mismechanic there, or was it a miscalculation? But he didn't even pop his Purify. So I guess now Team Falcons, they have firepower to contest. Aurora, will they take the gamble here and commit fully on the Lord?
That's a misfit of Alpha. So Levy is out of the fight already.
Oh
Wishing
my
Lantern
goodness.
almost takes him down. That Lord will be forcefully reset, but Levy is out of the fight for now, which means Aurora Turkey gets to establish control once more. There's the wave pushing in top. One day Falcons Mena, I don't think they have the time to utilize it because they need to fight for the Lord. Levy is going to be there in time. Aurora Turkey will get it.
Yeah, good call. Do they want to fight?
Daytona's welcome is going to negate the tidal strike, but still Lunars will go down. It's a small price to pay for the objective.
Yeah, I guess they got a slight compensation there. Lunar going out for 30. And let's see here, how will this affect? I mean, the Lord will be up in a few seconds, and I guess Lunar will be joining in time. Team Falcons Mena, I mean, with Moscow, with Farsa, their clear is great. But remember, their mid is busted.
This might result in them losing their site inhibitor again, but of course you have Moscow Farsa, some of the best Lord clearers. The best wave clears even. Koba, just found Rosa! Oh no, that should not have been what Aurora Turkey wanted. That means this defense is going to come through. They might not even lose any side lane inhibitors. Orange Bob does lose his immortality thanks to TNZ. But Team Falcons Mena might have just saved their structures.
What happened, Rosa? You overextended in game 1 on that Lilia. Again here on the Valentina. Sure, it's your first death, but let's see the recovery, right? Item check. Moskov is up and ready with the rose gold in hand as well. There might be miscalculations with the rose gold in hand, but on the other side, it's Harrod's full items. Max one as well.
And this conceal is very obvious. Boro is not going to find anyone, only Lunar in his sight. Aurora Turkey managed to mitigate and engage the flickers. What a target selection by Apex 47! They just took out Koba, this fight is done. Going to start a stolen AOG from Rosa, and that is the death blow from Aurora Turkey. And Falcons Mena knew that this was something else, a maniac for TNZ, and a trip down the middle lane as Aurora Turkey have guaranteed their 2-0 in this series.
Aurora Turkey turning up. Apex 47. The angle was tight with that flicker ejector play, but he pulled it off, opening things up. Without Koba, Falcons Mena got destroyed. Ladies and gentlemen, Aurora got the 2-0 victory.